Black women are the prize. That's the topic. Ain't that what it said when I notified y'all to come back? It's black women are the prize. Not going to be a lot of viewers. Go on and share this. And let me explain, because a lot of people are going to say, oh, you're a simp. You're a simp. Black women are not the prize. It's because you don't know the war. If you knew the war, you would know what the prize was. But you don't know the war. So you don't know what the prize is. Okay. I was just chilling. I ain't trying to yell at you or nothing. Just a good intro. It's nice to be here. That's cool. No problem. It's nice to be here. Thank you for coming. Go get some other people, especially everyone who wants to say, oh, black women are not the prize. Black women are not the prize. Know the war. You got to know the war and what's happening right now. In the Bible, it says, come, let us deal wisely with them, offing, because I can't say the real word, the male child, and sparing the female, for she is the prize. Now, I'm not talking about black women raised this country. See, that's where everyone gets it wrong when we say prize. What is the war? Understand what is going on before your eyes. They said this is the browning of America. What does that mean? The browning of America. A certain demographic is not reproducing. A certain demographic is going to be the minority in this country in a few more years. So understand what a certain demographic is doing. Their birth rate is one comes in, one goes out. So if a certain demographic wants to hold on to power, what is the best way to hold on to power? Attack the black, to have black men and women fighting to where they don't want to mate with each other. Why would you say, but black women are the prize? Because who brings forth children? Who brings forth the children? The black woman brings forth the nation. All women bring forth the nation. So while there's a hidden hand making black people fight, making black women and black men fight each other. See, y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand. Y'all listening to all of these Kevin Samuels wannabes, but y'all not looking at the bigger picture. This happens to us all the time. Every time they have done something to us, we never seen the bigger picture. We always fighting with each other, but we never take into account the hidden hand. Do y'all think that black women and black men fighting is just natural? This is socially engineered. It's socially engineered. There's a hidden hand behind us fighting. It's a hidden hand. Some people say, Kevin Samuels wasn't telling. Sometimes you got to understand the motive of people telling you the truth. First, you got to ask, why did Kevin Samuels rise so fast? Nobody rose as fast as Kevin Samuels rose. The same with Grandmaster Jay. Grandmaster Jay. J. Edgar Hoover said, the next time they get a Messiah, I will give them a Messiah. I'm going to say it again because a lot of black people don't listen. J. Edgar Hoover said, the next time they get a Messiah, I will give them a Messiah. Now, let's look at what's going on so I can prove some facts. Now, why do you think they came up to outlaw abortion? Why did they outlaw abortion? Did they outlaw abortion for us? They didn't outlaw abortion for me and you because we were just having abortions left and right. Abortion was outlawed. See, you got to see the hidden hand behind stuff. This is bigger than black men and black women. This is bigger than your little beefs that y'all having with each other. Y'all got to see the hidden hand. The hidden hand in all of this. Right, sis, right. Because they weren't having enough babies. They're losing control. They're losing power. So that's why they say the browning of America. So now, who are black women turning to? I'll wait. Who are black women turning to? In the presidential office, who are all the powerful black women married to? I'll wait. I'll wait. When you turn on TV, and I know a lot of people are not listening. I wish I would share this and so people can come in and we can talk about this. When you turn on the TV, who do you mostly see? The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said the greatest trick of this person would be to trade your woman for his. And that's what's happening. You're trading your woman for his. That's what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said. Go ask any Muslim. Yes. And when you see these commercials, those black women are happy, correct? They're on the beaches. They're in nice houses. They're in nice cars. They running around with their kids. So it's psychological warfare. The war starts up here. The war is up here. See, this is where the first place the war starts. Any war takes place in the mind first. So now you got black women looking at black men like, why don't you ever take me somewhere? Why don't we ever run on the beach? Black women are looking like, I want to be happy. I want to look like those people in the commercial. And they have downed the image of the black man so bad. Black man's image has been downed so bad. It's all psychological. What type of music do they promote on the radio? When you listen to the radio, there's no love songs. It used to be a lot of songs about black love. Black men don't sing love songs no more. So there's no black love coming from black men. And when you listen to the black women on the radio, there's no Aretha Franklin's. Aretha Franklin singing to the black man, uplifting him, making him feel good. There's no Gladys Knights. There's no Shaka Khans. There's no Anita Blakers. All the love songs have been pulled from the radio because they don't want black love no more. They don't want black love no more. They want black people to fight. So they constantly are pushing music that has the man and the woman at odds. They're constantly pushing content creators that have black men and black women at odds. They don't want content creators that talk about black love. They don't want that. They want content creators that are going to put down black men or put down black women. Because what did I say? Come, let's deal wisely with them. Often the male and sparing the black and sparing the woman. Often the male. When you watch TV, what else is being pushed to the black male? I'll wait. Every show, something else is being pushed to the black male. I'll get to them. Every time you turn on the TV, a certain demographic is pushed to the black male. Don't matter what the show it is. Not white women. It's not white women. It's not white women. It used to be white women, but a certain lifestyle is pushed to the black male now. Every show, sometimes I watch these shows and I was like, well, isn't there any other race of people that live this lifestyle besides black men? Who else lives this lifestyle besides black men? Why every show it has to be a black man? Death is being pushed to the black man. Criminal behavior is being pushed to the black man. There was a comedian who asked a good question. When you went to see Black Panther, Superman was Christopher Reeve. Christopher Reeve died, but Superman lived on. So they got someone else to play Superman. So when Chadwick died, why didn't you just go out and get another man to play Black Panther? Huh? It's a cartoon character. Chadwick is not the Black Panther. Chadwick is an actor who played the Black Panther. So they could have went out and got another actor to play the Black Panther. You could have went out and got Denzel. You could have went out and got Will. You could have went out and got Samuel. You could have went out and got anyone, but it was purposely done like that because a message was sent. And there was underlining vibes in the movie of the black woman flirting with a certain demographic. Go look at the movie again and ask yourself, why didn't you replace the Black Panther? You replaced Superman. How many Spider-Mans have we had? But when it came to the Black Panther, Chadwick is such a great actor. So was these other people great actors. These other people was great actors. There's not going to be a Wakanda 3, I guarantee you. These other people was great actors. So it's a direct hit on black men. It's a direct hit on black men and it's a direct message to black women. They're sending subliminal message to black women. The Woman King wasn't even a true story. They're sending this message that black women should be independent. You don't need a man. You are independent. You are FNF free. So now you're creating a woman who feels like she don't need a man. She goes to church. The preacher preaches, you don't need a man. All you need is Jesus. You don't need a man. You need Jesus. So she doesn't even look for a man. You got some women out here that don't even look for a man no more. And you got some women out here that feel like I'm making money. I don't need to be with no man. I got money. I do whatever I want to. I don't need no man telling me what to do. I take care of my kids. I take care of my house. I'm making all of this money. I got a college degree. And I applaud you. I applaud you, sister. But in the beginning, God made Adam and Eve to comfort each other. God said, what God put together, let no man sew asunder. So now you got black men. Black women ain't submissive. Because you're acting off the propaganda. You're reacting to the propaganda. So you're out here, black women need to be submissive. Black women this, black women that. Now you got black men taking to the airwaves, complaining about black women. And now you're getting views. You're getting known. Other black men are rah rah. And the orchestrator of the plan is sitting back saying it's working. It's working to perfection. It's working to perfection. And while the roosters are out in the yard beating their chests, the fox sneaks in the hen house and takes the hens. So now, it was all a trick, sister. It was all a trick. Like I said, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said the last trick would be for black men to replace their woman with that demographics woman. And ain't it working to perfection? Ain't it working to perfection? It's working to perfection. They tricked you into giving up the mother of civilization. The mother of civilization for their woman. Remember in the 80s and the 90s and the 80s, Ice Cube had that song, Cave. But now, what's happening? You gave up the mother of civilization for their woman. Now they're creating, their race is going out until we help them out. That's what we're doing. We're helping them out. No other race is helping them. We're helping them. We're helping them out. They understood us psychological to make us start fighting with each other, that we would start fighting with each other. We don't even want to mate with each other no more. We don't even want to mate with each other. If you look in the NBA, half the players in the NBA are biracial. When have you ever seen that before? Over half those people are biracial. If you go look at Time's cover of the Browning of America, I would be considered dark compared to the brothers, compared to the people on that cover. I am considered dark. You damn near could consider me blue-black compared to the people on that cover, because no one on that cover is my color or darker. What does that tell you? No one on the cover of the Browning of America is my color or darker. See, the problem with the biracial is who does the biracial mate with. That's why they got the term people of color. People of color? Who are you talking about? Meghan Markle went to Africa. Everyone was black. Everyone she was speaking to was black. And she used the term people of color. And you had to look around and be like, who are you talking about? Everyone here is black. See, Meghan Markle doesn't consider herself black. She's a person of color. It used to be the one drop rule. She doesn't consider herself black. You have a lot of biracials who have came out and said that I'm not black. They have came out and said, I'm not black. Tiger Woods said he's not black. A lot of these people come out and say, I'm not black. Dak Prescott, the quarterback, Dak, he said he's not black. And look at his family. They're not black. Look at the Kansas City Chiefs. Look at his wife. They're not black. See, the problem with the biracial, especially the biracial woman, she has been programmed not to mate with black men. So when she's programmed not to mate with black men, she mates with a certain demographic that keeps their race going, because full and half equal full. If I have a whole here and I have a half here, that makes you 3/4. That makes you full. That makes you fully what you are. You're not 3/4 of your blood is white, so you're basically white. The majority of your blood is white, so you're a white person. So their race keeps going while we're over here fighting, not realizing what we're fighting for. If the woman is not the prize, why, when kingdoms go to war, they off the man and they spare the woman and they mate with the woman, making more of them? You don't see them sparing the woman, sparing the man, do you? When people go to war, see, when we use that word prize, a lot of people get triggered. Like when we say the black man is God, a lot of people get triggered. That word prize, if you knew what we was fighting for, if we knew what we were fighting for, we would stop all this fighting. We would stop all this fighting and come to some healing. But we don't know what we're fighting for. We don't know what we're fighting for. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry can get on social media with Lisa, Shaquanda, whoever they are, and say something silly about each other. And the architect just sits back and says, it's working. It's working. Say like the drugs. When they put drugs in our community, there was a hidden hand in that. When they put the guns in our community, there was a hidden hand in that. But we made a choice to pick up the guns, to pick up the drugs, and we're making a choice to fight each other. We're making it a choice. We're making it a choice to fight each other. So we come on here and we blame the black woman and we blame the black man. And the architect sits back and says, it's working. It's working. We got him. We got him. And as we fight, we are already up against homicides, police brutality, poverty, gentrification. Now we up against this. Nobody wants to be in love no more. Being in love's a lame. If I open the door for my woman, I'm a simp. If I want to pay all the bills for my woman, I'm a simp. All of these men call you a simp. How are you a simp especially when this woman made sure your seed will see the hereafter? So this woman gave you the greatest gift you could have. Your seed will see the hereafter, but you're a simp because you want to thank her for allowing your seed to see the hereafter. Even if you don't get along with your baby mama, you could be disgusted at her guts. You have to thank her for allowing your seed to see the hereafter. Because through her, your seed came. Prophet Muhammad said, they asked Prophet Muhammad, they said, who should I honor first? He said, God. Who should you honor second? He said, the prophet. Who should you honor third? He said, mother. Who should you honor fourth? He said, mother. He said mother 7 times before he said father. A nation can rise no higher than its woman. The woman is the first teacher. So if your child doesn't know nothing, your woman doesn't know nothing. If your child doesn't know nothing, what did the first teacher of your child put in your child? Oh, that's heavy right there. That's really heavy. That's heavy, especially for women, knowing that you bear that responsibility. That your first responsibility is not to have your nice breast or your BBL. Your first responsibility is not to have a good career or have a nice car or a big home. Your first responsibility is to raise a nation. That's some heavy conversation right there. That's heavy conversation. But brothers, if that's her first responsibility, who is it to make sure that she can do her job? That's your job. That is your job, to make sure that your woman, when she has your child, is protected. That means that when she has your child inside of her, You got to learn how to hold your tongue, because the emotions of your woman goes into your baby. You got to make sure she eats the best food. You got to make sure that she's very comfortable when she's having that baby. You got to make sure that she ain't out twerking and dancing and watching scary movies, because all of that is going into your baby. You got to make sure that you having the highest form of conversation when she's pregnant. Stop dribbling basketballs and put knowledge into the womb of your baby. When your pregnant wife is laying on the bed, get a book and read to the womb of the baby. You can create a God, because from her a God or a goddess can come. But if you, a lot of us don't know this, so you're not guilty, brothers. A lot of us don't know this. A lot of us didn't know this. But it's up to us to make sure that the next generation knows this. So when you get this woman pregnant, you got to create an atmosphere for her, a peaceful atmosphere for her to deliver your baby. For her to deliver your baby. And woman, you have the greatest responsibility, because you are the first teacher, and no nation can rise higher than its woman. So there's no, everyone's like, the black woman ain't the prize. Well, we're not going nowhere without the black woman. We ain't going nowhere without her. So you could go overseas all you want. Go overseas. Go overseas. Go get another woman. But don't say you care about the black race. Don't ever say you care about the black race. Go get another man. Don't ever say you care about the black race, though, because we will never rise as high as we can. You just duck responsibility. You didn't want the cross. You wanted easy. And another thing I say like this. A lot of us like to project. Just because one woman did it or one man did it doesn't mean that's all men and women. Now, a lot of us don't want to deal with self. If you keep having the same relationships over and over and again, two things here. One, you have a problem picking women or picking men. Or two, there's something inside of you that makes everyone you deal with that way. But either way it goes, you got to look at yourself. You got to look at yourself. You got to say to yourself, okay, why do I keep getting this man? Or why do I keep getting this type of woman? What's inside of me that makes me keep picking the same type of man or same type of woman? You can't tell me, and I've been on this earth half a century, so you can't tell me that all the men and women that you met, there wasn't one good one there. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me there wasn't one good one. But we don't want to admit that there was one good one, because we would have to admit that we messed up. But the only way that we're going to create better relationships is to admit our own faults. We got to admit our own faults before we can go into another relationship. You got to look at your own self. But it's easier for us to blame other people than it is for us to look at our own selves. Tell me I'm lying. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. So it's easier for us to go to another country to get a woman. It's easier. And those women understand they're the prize, or you wouldn't be coming there. Let's be real about it. You wouldn't be going to the Dominica or the Philippines or the Thailand if you didn't think those women was the prize. Those women know that you're coming because they are the prize. But the other side for that, those women know and have been trained to be submissive for a better lifestyle. I'm going to say it again because people don't want to listen. Those women know how to be submissive for a better lifestyle. They don't have the same opportunities that women have in the West. So when they see you, because those women don't like black people, I'm going to be real with you. They don't like black people over there. Some people, they do. Some of them do, some of them don't. But when they see you, they see opportunity for a better life. So their submissiveness is because they want a better life. If they had the same opportunities as the women in the West, in America, they would be the same. They would be the same. And most men, because men say they hunters, y'all act like you're hunters, but you don't want to be hunters. You don't want the pushback. You don't want the pushback. You want someone to do what you say, when you say do it, how you say do it. That's what you want. That's why you're using the word submissive. You're using the word submissive. The only person you're supposed to be submissive to is God. You're not supposed to be submissive. God did not make you to submit to another human being. God did not tell Eve to submit to Adam, if you believe in that. But where in the Bible did God tell Eve to submit to Adam? God put Adam in charge, but he didn't tell her to submit. Because God didn't say you disobeyed Adam. When Eve, if we look at the story, and I don't believe the story, but if we look at the story, did God come to Adam? Did God go to Eve and say, you disobeyed Adam? Or did God tell Eve, you disobeyed me? So why are you asking another human being to submit to you? A woman is supposed to be a helpmate. She's not supposed to submit to you. She is supposed to help you. But we got it wrong. Somewhere down the line, someone told us women are supposed to be submissive to us. God gave you a helpmate. And women, as a helpmate, that might mean that you might have to pay some bills. Keep it 100% funky. Because you got, if a man can't pay the bills. Let's keep it real. Being a helpmate doesn't mean that I'm going to pay all the bills. You might have to pay some bills. A helpmate is supposed to help build a lifestyle for our family. See, the problem, women, y'all get men who don't have direction. So you can't perform your function because you got a man who doesn't know what the hell he wants. So how are you going to help a man do nothing? How are you going to help a man do nothing? That's the first question that you should ask a man when you go out with him. What are your goals? What are your aspirations? Why are you asking me that? So I know what to help you with, for one. So I know how to do my function. If you have no goals and you have no aspirations, I can't help you. I can't do my function. So therefore, there's no need for me and you to be together. I can't help you do nothing. You got to have some goals. You got to have some aspirations. And that's why you're getting mad, brothers, because she got goals and aspirations. And she's saying, well, if you don't got none, if you don't have none, I will give, you can help me reach mine. And now you're mad. Women don't submit. Well, you don't got nothing for her to submit to in the first place. What have you done? Sat at your house and run your mouth? Most men who have goals and aspirations, you don't see them on TikTok complaining about their women, do you? And if you got a woman and you a man and you doing everything that you can do and your woman is sitting on her ass like a donkey, then you need to let her go. You can't keep pulling her. A woman is a helpmate. It is her natural state to help you reach your goals and to help you. But see, here's the other thing, brothers. Here's the other thing, brothers. You like the way Kevin Samuels talked to women, but you don't like it when your woman talks to you. See, a helpmate, sometimes she's going to have to get rough with you because you're not doing nothing. You're not doing anything. That's her job, to motivate you to get off your ass and go do something to help you reach your goals. All of y'all want ride or die chicks. I don't want a ride or die chick. I want to ride and ask some questions because sometimes I might be going in the wrong direction. So I might need a woman. I want my helpmate, when she sees I'm going in the wrong direction, I want her to say something. Because sometimes if left to my own devices, I'll drive straight off the cliff. But see, that's why you want a woman who's gonna stop you. Like, hey, what are you doing? What the hell is you doing? Where are you going? Get yourself back together. And you get yourself back together. But a lot of y'all don't want that. Y'all want women to watch you drive off the cliff and then you get mad. Why she let me drive off the cliff? Because you wanted her to be submissive. You wanted a bunch of yes people around you. See, that's the main problem with the society today. We have a bunch of yes people. People, oh, that sounds intelligent. I like that. And now you ride and die for these people. You don't even know these people. You don't know nobody on TikTok. So why would you defend them? You don't know what they're doing. Just because you see a person on TikTok doesn't mean that you know what they do when they get off TikTok. Everybody can talk well. Everybody. The devil knows the Bible. The devil knows the Bible. Anybody can get up here and tickle your fancy, and now you want to defend them. Yeah, he won't like. You don't know. You don't even know what your damn kids are doing, and they live in the same house with you. So how the hell you know what someone on TikTok is doing? Too much idol worship in this country, in this world. Stop wanting yes men around you and yes women around you. Want real people. This is the way I feel. If you my friend, if you my girlfriend, if you my brother, my sister, my mama, my daddy, I don't care who you are, if you in my world. If you won't call me out on my BS, I don't want you around me. I don't want you around me because you don't care about me. You will let me do whatever I want to do to the point that I'll harm myself. You don't care about me. You just want to be around for whatever reason. I don't know. If you're around me and you don't call me out on my BS, I might just do some BS just to find out if you will call me out on it. I wrote a book and I gave it to all my closest friends. And I found out they really wasn't my friends. Because the book really wasn't that good. It had a lot of grammar mistakes, sentence structure. It had a lot of problems with the book. But all of my friends, so-called friends, oh, it's a good book. It's a good book. It wasn't until I paid somebody and they said, man, this is horrible. What the hell is this? This is horrible. But everyone who called themselves my friends, they called me, they said they was my friends, didn't say nothing to me. So that let me know they didn't really care about me. So I don't talk to them no more. Because I don't want people around me that'll just let me do anything. And one of them was actually my girlfriend. I got rid of her because you don't care about me. If you couldn't tell me the truth, if you would just, you want to dodge confrontation. Now, it was more than just grammatical mistakes. The story sucked. Let's just say that. The story sucked. They read books before. They knew the story was horrible, but they didn't want to call me out because they didn't want confrontation or they didn't want to hurt my feelings. Well, you would rather me put the book out and someone else tell me the book sucks, your deepest critic should be the closest people to you, because they want to see you do well. I ain't talking about someone who's always negative, though. I'm not talking about someone who always putting you down. I'm talking about people who really got your best interests at heart, who really care about you. And that's what y'all don't want in women. A lot of men don't want that in women. But that's what a woman is there for. A woman has your woman is supposed to have your best interests at heart. So yeah, sometimes she's going to have to say some things that you don't like. But she's not doing it out of spite. She's doing it because she has your best interests at heart. See, the problem with us, we don't know how to talk to each other. So we feel the need to put each other down when we talk to each other. So we start calling each other names instead of learning how to talk to each other. Because this is how we've been taught to talk to each other. Like when we talk to each other in these arguments, it seems like we're just trying to hurt each other. When we get into an argument with each other, it's like, who can hurt who? I'm going to say the most low down, dirtiest thing I could say to you because I'm trying to hurt you. It has nothing to do with the argument anymore or the discussion anymore. It's just the fact that I want to hurt you. And you're going to say the most low down, dirtiest thing to me because you want to hurt me. It's not about whatever happened. Now, because sometimes men, talking to men, I don't know how many is on here, we get into an argument. The woman brings something to you. Your ego's hurt. And now you want to start bringing up stuff she told you. See, that's why a lot of women don't share. A lot of men don't share. Because if I share something with you, it should never be brought up to hurt me. And when you bring up what I shared with you and you bring it up to hurt me, then I will never talk to you again. And I'm not on here acting like I'm goody two shoes, because this is what I used to do. When women would share something with me, I would use it against them when we got into an argument. Because I wanted to hurt them. Because I felt they was trying to hurt me. So I wanted to hurt them. But this was the most immature thing that I could have ever done in my life. This was very immature. See, the tongue is very wicked. The tongue could be worse than a 9mm bullet. We could hurt and damage people with our tongues. We don't think nothing of it because this dysfunction was what we see every day in the black community. That's why a lot of these kids are damaged. You don't mean no harm when you call your kids stupid. But internalize that, the kid internalizes that. Someone said, you know, we always say, I could do whatever I want to my family as long as no one else wants, no one else does it. But you do more damage. For your kid to have to come home and be called stupid, to go out in the world and be called stupid. He looks at you, we're supposed to be his protector or her protector, but you called him stupid. That teacher who called him stupid, they don't care about. You, they care about. So we damage people with our tongues, even though we don't mean any harm. We damage each other with our tongues. So now the relationships are sour, even though we said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. You can't take back what you said. Now both people, they move on with their life, but that argument and what you said is in the back of your head. See, instead of us getting on here complaining about each other, we need to start teaching and training. because we got to admit, we are damaged people. So we got to start teaching and training the youth. So instead of getting on here talking about what men and women don't do, let's talk about the mistakes that people are going to make because we made them and try to prevent them. Let's talk about getting into an argument without making it personal. Let's talk about women. When you enter something, we have a discussion, we have an argument earlier, maybe 2 months ago. Now we in another argument. Don't bring up the argument 2 months ago because you said it was good. You said it was good. You said the argument was good. If it wasn't good, why did you say it wasn't good 2 months ago? So either the argument is good. If the argument is good, we talked about it, it should never be brought back up. It should never be brought back up. You should deal with the behavior that's happening right now. That's the same shit you did 2 months ago. Now we in a whole different argument. Even the word argument is wrong. We got to teach each other how to dialogue with each other, right? Let's teach the black woman and black man how to communicate with each other, because that is the major problem in these relationships. We don't know how to communicate. We don't. So now men want to go out and find another woman. And you're going to have the same problem. That submissive stuff that y'all go and find in these other countries, you're going to have the same problems. You're going to have the same problems. Those women, when they come to America and they see the opportunities in America and they get stronger, they're going to speak up to you. That they're not going to be submissive like you thought they was. They're not going to be submissive. There's more opportunities. Even if you stay in the countries they're from, you are now living a certain lifestyle, and you're going to make them accustomed to a certain lifestyle. They was used to eating top ramen. Now they're used to eating steak with you. And if anything happens to you and they can't eat steak anymore, do you think they're going to stay with you? Do you think they're going to stay with you? You're mad at the women in America for doing this, but you go overseas for them to do it. And let's be real about it. I won't call y'all predators. It's because someone wanted to talk about the passport bros. I won't call the passport bros predators. But here's the thing. They're not looking for love. Because if you are married, you wouldn't call yourself a passport bro. A passport bro is someone who goes to the Dominica or Brazil or to Thailand or to the Philippines, and they're looking for a good time. None of these brothers have said they're married. How many of them have said they're married? So you're not looking for marriage. I seen a video with one of them in a hotel room with 4 women. He could never have done that. Not just women, young women. He could have never done that in America. His belly was hanging over his pants. He couldn't get 4 girls in America. He could, but he doesn't have the money. So you go over there, you can take $100 and you can get you 5 young girls. Have a nice time. So the passport bros, and you can do whatever you want, but the question is, you're really not looking for love because you wouldn't call yourself the passport bros. You make it seem like it's a fun time. You go over to these foreign countries and you find you some nice young girls to hang out with. And as soon as you leave, these same girls go look for the next passport bro. Because it's survival for them. It has nothing to do with love. It's survival for them. Because they're normally from poor families. So you go there, you have a good time, you give them a couple of dollars. I'm not saying this all about sex. I'm not going to say that. But it's not, if you're not marrying them, what's this about? Women, you do the same thing too. You go to Jamaica, girls' trips in Jamaica. I heard about what happens when y'all go to Jamaica. But the bottom line is this. Why argue with people who don't want to be with black people? If you don't want to be with black people, fine. You know, if you see, let's take the Passport Bros. Nobody would have known what the hell they was doing until they made it known. Why did they make it known? Did they think, if I had a good thing, I'm not going to let the rest of the world know? Because now the competition goes up. Oh, yeah, I'm going over to Thailand. I'm getting all these chicks. Now the competition grows up. Now people are like, well, I get a passport and I go to Thailand. So now when more people start to do it, the competition, it's a free market society. So now you don't get your pick of the litter because it's going to be based on who got the most money. So now you used to go over there, you got 100 girls on you. Now you go over there, you got 50. Next time you go, you got 20. Next time you go, you got 10. Next time you just shit sitting in the street waiting for someone to pick you. They wanted it known. They wanted it known. They wanted to make black women mad. The same way Serena Williams and Chili. If you wanted to date a white man, go ahead. No one cares. It's none of my business what you do with your life. Why did you have to come back and say something about black people? Same with the Passport Bros. If you want to go out of the country and you want to pick up different women from different countries, it's none of my business. But why'd you have to come back and say something about it? And then now you want to throw it in the face of black women. Now you mad because black women are talking about you. But this is what you wanted. This is the attention you wanted. The same with Serena Williams and Chili. This is the attention you wanted, because if you didn't want this attention, you could have kept it to yourself. It ain't like nobody cared. Every time you hear one of these celebrities say why they married outside their race, either it's a strategic move by the hidden hand, or they want the grief. They want the grief. Because it's none of our business what you do with your life. So why are you telling us what you did with your life? When you tell us about your life, now you make it our business. And the worst thing people say is when someone, why y'all in my business? Why you tell me? The fuck? You told me your business. Now you're mad because I'm in your business? Now you're crying for privacy? I did not know your business until you put it on TikTok or YouTube or social media. Now I'm going to give my opinion about your business because you made me part of your business. When you put something on social media, you're making people a part of your business. That's always been weird to me, why people get on social media talking about why y'all in my business. Well, why you put it on social media? What, you thought I was going to agree with you? Just because you put something on social media, you think everybody's going to agree with you? That's not true. I feel sorry for you. I done seen people put things that I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of sympathy for this. And someone has said, wait a minute, that don't make sense. Now they butt hurt. Well, what did you expect? But the only solution for black people is, look, we got to teach and train. Not get on here and tear each other down because we're doing what they want us to do. This is a calculated plan, a calculated plot by our enemies to attack us. And we're falling into it. Every time we get on social media and start putting each other down, blaming black men, blaming black women, the architect just sits back and says it's working. It's working. It's working. Now we got to figure out a way to combat it. The first thing we need to do is stop listening to people who say they're gurus. How you a guru? Let's take Kevin Samuels. He was divorced twice. So both time was the women. Both time was the women. I was divorced twice. I don't give relationship advice. Because the first time it was the woman, the second time it was me. I ain't gonna lie to you. First time it was her, the second time it was me. So what is he saying? Both times it was the woman? All of these relationship gurus, you don't never see them with women. Or you never see them with men. If you're such a relationship guru, you should have a perfect relationship. You're Darren Jack. That's what they are. You're Derek Jack. Living a lie. Living in a glass house. Giving advice. Talking about this is what you should do. And while your relationship is falling apart. Maybe, Darren Jack, you spent too much time on YouTube and you should have been working on your relationship. Huh? Women, you giving all of this advice. You know why he gave all of that advice? You know why Darren Jack gave all of that advice? Because he was talking to his wife. He couldn't believe that his wife was allowing him to do all of that stuff. That's how he knew what to tell women. Because he was looking at his wife. Woman, you ain't crazy if he does. Yeah, because he was doing it. He was doing it. He was doing the lies he was telling his wife. And she was believing him. And when his wife would catch him, you crazy. And then he'll come the next day. You ain't crazy if you start questioning your man. Because you're doing it. Everything you was telling women, Derek Jack, you were doing it. That's how you had so much good advice. Because you were doing it. And you were sitting there watching your wife in torment. And you felt so bad that you had to cleanse your soul by coming on YouTube and telling other women the signs they need to watch out for. I'll tell you the truth. If someone knows that well, the signs you need to watch out for, they're doing it. They're doing it. I couldn't tell a woman right now the signs you need to watch out for because I ain't doing it. I don't know. Kevin Samuels, the same thing. Calling women linebackers, and he died with a linebacker on top of him. I guess he didn't consider himself a high-value man. Because he would tell black women, no one would want you. You 240 pounds. You died with a woman 240 pounds on top of your chest. The hypocrisy. All of these gurus on TikTok. Relationship advice. Where's their significant other? That should be the first qualification if you call yourself a relationship guru. Where is your significant other? Because you should have a perfect relationship. If I can give you advice on something, that means that we should have a perfect relationship. Only thing I can tell you, only advice I can give you is to tell you the stuff that I did. I say, don't do that. I did that before. That didn't work out. That's all I can do. Other than that, I can't tell you how to get a perfect relationship because I never had one. But I can tell you what not to do. I can tell you not to get up in the morning and tell your kids that you hope they all die. I could tell you not to get up and start calling your kids, calling your wife names. I could tell you to stop getting mad over everything. I could tell you what not to do. But I can't tell you how to have a perfect relationship. I never had one. So if I tell you something, trust me, I did it. It ain't something I seen, I did it. And I ain't trying to put you down by telling you. I'm just trying to tell you, hey man, you might not want to do that. I did that before and it don't work out. But all these relationship gurus, they got all of this advice, but you never see them with nobody. You never see them with nobody. One of them got mad because I asked him, I said, hey, you on here talking about women 24/7. Either you want to be a pimp or you want to be a woman. Because there's no man that should be on TikTok talking about women every time they get on here. Either you want to be a pimp, either you want to be a woman. And if you so good, please show us your significant other. He got mad. He didn't want to do it. Why didn't he want to do it? All advice ain't good for you. That's all I can tell you. But the bottom line of this whole thing is, look, women are the prize if you know what the war is. If you don't know what the war is, and when I say women are the prize, I'm not putting you down, brothers. I'm not putting you down. You're God. You're God. And the woman is your prize. And I'm not just talking about what's between her legs. You are God, and the woman is your prize. She brings life to you. She promises you, when she brings forth a child, she sends you into the hereafter. That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. That's not putting you down. That's not putting you down. You create, you build. But she is the prize. Because without the woman, we can't have a nation. If God would have made the man have children, there would have been only 3 people on the whole earth. There would be no more children. There would be no having sex. There would be 3 people on the earth. But the God made woman have children. See, he gave you woman, and the woman brings forth life. So she should be highly respected because she is the cornerstone of the nation that we're building. So don't think that when we say women are the prize that we're putting you down. You are God. But some men's egos don't want to let them see how valuable the woman is. The woman is the most valuable. There's nothing more valuable on earth than the woman. If it's just you and a woman, you could start a whole nother civilization. If it's just you and me, you're probably not going to make it. You're not going to make it. I'm going to be honest with you. Or I'm not going to make it. Because we can't reproduce. And you're not touching me. We can't reproduce. But with a woman, you can reproduce a whole society. Brothers, recognize how valuable the woman is. And stop all of this fighting. I mean, we talk about women in rap. How long did you think women was going to listen to Women Ain't But and before they decided to respond back? Where's the songs that said how beautiful women was? You remember the songs that we used to sneak in and we would see if the lyrics, if they printed the lyrics, and we would write the lyrics down and we would give it into a note to that special woman? I can't imagine what these children are giving these girls today. I mean, God, if my daughter came home with a note with some of these song lyrics today, you would never see me on TikTok again because I would be going to jail. Because I'm going to go hurt that young man. And if my son wrote down these lyrics today and gave it to a young lady, I'm going to try to wring his neck. Because that's not the type of things that you should give a young lady. But we used to go and find the lyrics of these songs, write them down, give them to that special young lady. You can't do that now. There's no other music about love. All the music is about sex, money, death. And we look at our community, and I'm not blaming the music, but when we look at our community, that's all we see being produced. Most brothers don't even know what side of the street to go on. I walk down the street and I'm seeing brothers on the inside when a brother is supposed to be on the outside of the woman. You got men on the inside, and you got men who pull up to a gas station You see a woman pumping the gas and the man sitting in the car. These are the little things that make your woman submissive. I don't know why you want a woman to submit to you, but these are the things. When you start to treat your woman better, she'll start to act better. But when you start to treat her better and she doesn't start to act better, that's a sign that you need to get away from her, because something's wrong with that woman. When you see, if you're doing all you're supposed to do and this woman is still not giving you the response, you got to get away from her. But some of y'all, some of you men, y'all trapped. You like a lot of these relationships are based on what happens in the bedroom. You got to get away from that bedroom to open your eyes to see, hey, this ain't the right woman for me. You got to get away from that bedroom. That bedroom will make you blind, make you think that you in love and you really ain't. Women too. If you got a man that you doing everything for and he's still treating you bad, you got to get away from him. That's not the one for you. Because when you start to rise as a man and a woman, your mate's supposed to rise with you. When your consciousness rises, their consciousness is supposed to rise. If your consciousness is rising and theirs is not rising, get away from them. Because they're only going to pull you down. If I'm doing everything I can do to be a gentleman and you still acting like a little fart, I got to get away from you. Because you're not meant for me. I'm changing. I'm evolving. See, when a man and a woman evolves, everything around them must evolve with them, or they got to leave that environment, because that environment is no more suitable for them. So if I was a gangbanger and consciousness came to me, I can't be hanging in an environment that is of gangbanging, because I'm a gangbang too. And see, some of us, we want to save everybody, but we ain't strong enough. We want to go back in the lion's den, but we ain't strong enough to be in the lion's den. You got to leave the lion's den until you get strong enough to go back in the lion's den. I just got saved today. I'm gonna go back and talk to my old friends about getting saved. You want to hit? Yeah. Now you've back in your old lifestyle because you weren't strong enough. I joined the Hebrew Israelites. I joined the Nation of Islam. I'm going to go back and get my old... You're not strong enough yet. Get stronger and then go save people. So when you start to elevate to a higher consciousness, you're not... And the people around you are not elevating to that higher consciousness, you got to get away from them. You got to hang around people with the like-mindedness of you. That's who you got to be with, people with the like-mindedness of you. That's why we're not getting nowhere in the black community, because instead of hanging or doing stuff with people who have like minds, we trying to save a whole race, and everyone in the race is going in different directions. So if your thing is technology, get with other black people who are like technology. If your thing is real estate, get with other black people who like real estate. But see, we want to save the whole race, or we're trying to make money off the whole race. So now my thing is real estate, so I'm going to bring it to the whole race. Well, no, get with like-minded people and establish yourself before you bring it to the whole race. Because the whole race ain't trying to hear all of that. And then we get disappointed, and then we don't do nothing. Stop trying to save the whole race. Find like-minded people and work with them. For one, we're not going to save the whole race, no way. But you got to find like-minded people. You can't be hanging with everybody, talking about everything, because everybody and everything ain't trying to go. That's the bottom line of it. You will have people, negative thoughts, pulling you back, taking you away from your dream, and you only doing the right thing. You were just trying to help people. I understand. You just wanted to help your race. I understand. But you can't help your race. Get with like-minded people first. Then people will see you building, then they help you. But again, the bottom line is, look, understand the plan. Understand what is going on right before your eyes. Use your third eye, not these eyes. Use your third eye, not this. Because if you understand what's going on, then you will see. All of this is socially engineered to destroy our race. All of this bickering back and forth over this and over that has to stop. It has to stop. And we're the only people that can stop it. Stop listening to these people. Understand what's going on. There's a hidden hand that wants the destruction of black people. There's no use of black people in America no more. They don't need your labor. Labor is cheap. That's why they're opening the borders. They don't need your labor. What is our purpose here? They can get basketball players from overseas. You got Chinese people who sound just like us when they sing. You got everybody imitating our dancing. We're not even on the top when we rap no more. What is our purpose? There's no more purpose. One of the realest lines came from Outkast. It said they kill their own people. What the hell you think they're going to do to you? If they kill their own people, what do you think they're going to do to you? Huh? We got to wake up.